Many are celebrating the legacy, the life of Congressman John Lewis. The civil rights leader died last night after a battle with pancreatic cancer. John Lewis was just 80 years old. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm Greg Coy. Fox 13's Jonathan Marshall, he got a chance to sit down with someone who worked with Lewis for over a decade. Good evening, Jonathan. This man sort of really got a chance to see the congressman's political side.
Yeah, good evening, Greg. Love Collins says he's known Representative Lewis for over 30 years. And in this time, he served as Lewis's chair of Transition Committee and Service Academy Selection Board. And Collins has said during this time, the lessons that he's gained sticks with him to this day.
I was crossing Marietta Street. John was crossing. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get coffee. I don't know where he was going.
Love Collins was 32 years old when a chance encounter in Atlanta with Representative John Lewis changed the direction of his life. Before Collins knew it, he was sitting in meetings mapping out Lewis's plan to run for Congress. Lewis would go on to serve 17 terms. Collins said his son shared the news of Lewis's death Friday night.
Somebody asked me, they said, so how do you feel about, what's your greatest feeling with John now gone? I think the thing that hurts the most is what he would have been able to accomplish had he been alive for more years.
Lewis's death has touched people all over the country, speaking to his work as a civil rights leader. Collins says he had the rare opportunity to hear stories of Lewis's moments fighting for equality alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. With the current resurgence in the fight, Collins says Lewis would be encouraged with the direction the movement is headed.
I think he would say that he thinks America is reaching another turning point. Because to get to where we need to be, the promised land, it's going to be incremental, but it's got to remain progressive.
Having known Lewis for over 30 years, Collins says it's clear why his legacy is being celebrated today. Collins says one thing he's gained from his relationship with Lewis is the realization of what truly will have an impact on people.
It'll be because of how you impacted the life of somebody else, 99% of the time. So when you wake up every day, that should be your priority.
From inspiration to fight for justice as a teen to his final days, Collins says Lewis stayed true to this.
15, okay? And he's passing away at 80, okay? So 15 and 80, he never stopped the race.
Now, Collins says one thing he would like to see to honor Lewis is seeing the name of the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama be changed to the John Lewis Bridge. Lewis suffered a fractured skull by a state trooper in 1965 while leading a march across the bridge. Live downtown, Jonathan Marshall, Fox 13 News.
He was actually almost murdered trying to fight for civil rights over that bridge. And Collins isn't the only person wanting to rename that historic bridge in Alabama. In fact, more than 400,000 people say they want the same thing. A petition found on change.org to rename the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, after Representative John Lewis now has more than 400,000 signatures. The bridge is currently named after a Confederate general and a KKK leader.